was very, very misled. I don't know. I'm going to talk about my drive out here because I drive all over, me, Derek, we drive all over the country. Trey, he gets out of Wilkinsburg once in a while. But we drive all over the country, and like Pennsylvania's roads are the weirdest fucking roads out of anywhere. I was driving from Ohio on Wednesday into Pennsylvania, and right as you cross the border, there was just this glowing light up sign with a fucking road cone on it. And I'm like, why are they putting our state flag out there like that? That's weird. Like, it was the weirdest shit that I'd ever seen. And then today, driving here, like, I took 28, I took 80, I took all these roads, right? And there's no consistency with any speed limits. Oh my God, they're moving. They're moving. They're on the move. Guys, they're on the move. Derek has shamed people into moving. I love that. I love that. Soon you're all just going to be at one table, make it real easy for me to talk to everybody. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do the intros now. Let's do the intro. Ma'am in the black earrings. What's your name?
Patty.
Patty. Okay, everybody say hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty. Okay, orange blouse with matching nails. Angie. Everybody say hi, Angie.
Hi, Angie.
Okay, orange on white. What is your name?
Orange on white.
Janelle. Okay, so we've got Patty, Angie, and Janelle. Okay, all right. We've got one thing over there. Okay, cool. Patty, Angie, Janelle. What's your name?
Erica.
Erica. What's your name again, sir?
Rhett.
Rhett. Okay.
Brian.
Brian. Okay, everybody say hi to Erica, Rhett, and Brian.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Okay. Cool. Dude in the Pirates hat. What's your name?
Ted, at work here.
What was your name?
Ted, at work.
Ted works here, guys. Everybody give a round of applause to Ted. He better be getting overtime for being here right now. I'm just gonna say that. All right, man in the wannabe Stetson hat. I don't know what kind of hat that is. It's a hat.
Cowboy hat.
Jimmy, it is a cowboy hat, which would also be a Stetson hat. It's brand name. All right, cool. I don't know. Your blouse has a pattern on it that reminds me of a couch from the '70s, and it's giving me flashbacks since I brought that up.
Is that you?
I'm not that fucking old, okay? I get it. I'm age androgynous. Face of a Cabbage Patch Kid, body of a bag of sauerkraut, you know? Polish and fermenting from the neck down. That's how it works, okay? Enjoys a sausage from time to time, you know? That's it. That was a bisexuality joke, if anybody caught that at any of the tables. That means I need a place to stay tonight. What was it? Is it Ann? Patty, there's there's two Patties?
And 3 Angies.
3 Angies and 2 Patties. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Oh my God, this is insane. Three, okay.
I'm glad.
3 Patties and 2 Angies? Okay, so there's a triple decker. Okay, that's cool. That's how I like my smash burgers. If you couldn't tell, I need all the meats. Great. Love that. Oh, that's insane. This is wild. I'm having a good time. Anyway, the roads to get up here, fucking crazy.
Crazy.
It was crazy. Because here's the thing, on 28, which is a straight shot, 3-lane highway, speed limit, 55 miles an hour.
Yep.
US 80, windiest fucking road through mountains, okay, without fucking guardrails, and the opportunity for pop-out surprises like deer and shit like that. Speed limit, 55 miles per hour, okay? I drive through the Midwest all the time, like Indiana, Ohio. Their speed limit's 70 miles an hour. They couldn't handle our shit. That's why they're flat, okay? They couldn't handle it. We're too curvaceous. They couldn't handle that stuff. That's nuts. It's bonkers to me. Cool. I'm glad I talked about that in the car to myself on the way here. Now I'm glad I said it to other people, and you all agree. PA's roads fucking wild.
They suck.
They suck. They do suck. And that doesn't even mention the construction. That doesn't even involve the construction of the roadways, which is the worst part. I watch a lot of YouTube. Anybody else in here just watch YouTube instead of real TV?
We're on YouTube.
You're on YouTube. Oh, fancy. Okay. Yeah, you know what? So am I. I've got a video there from a fucking decade ago. But all right, let's be real. You guys probably have somebody's bridal shower on YouTube. Like somebody took way too many videos and photos of it. It's on there. It's from 2008, and it's just there. It exists. No, I watch YouTube, but I'm too poor to afford it without the commercials. I have to watch the commercials, and I recently saw a commercial for Olive Garden home delivery.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought the whole idea with Olive Garden was when you're here, your family. Now it's getting to feel a little bit too much like me being with my actual family. They're like, why do you still live with your mom? You're 40 years old. Like, shouldn't you have a husband and kids by now? Like, shouldn't you have rent? Shouldn't you have anything else? No. No, I shouldn't, no. But I know this, though. If I ordered the Olive Garden home delivery service for myself, I would just order endless soup, salad, and breadsticks and make that delivery driver question all of his life decisions. You know, just like, let's see how much chicken gnocchi soup it takes to drown a woman. Okay? Can you choke on a whole thing of breadsticks if you put them in your mouth at the same time? Maybe. I don't know. The salad part, who fucking knows if I even eat that? Like, let's be honest. I know what I look and sound like, okay? All right, it sounds like I'm allergic to salad, all right? I'm single and I have type 1 diabetes. It's great. I got juvenile diabetes at age 38 years old. All right, I'm Benjamin Buttoning myself with diseases is what's happening. But that also means that since I'm single, I'm not looking for a sugar daddy. I'm looking for a diabetic papa. So if anybody could provide that, looking for it. Are there any single men out here? No single dudes come to Bear Claw? That dude in the red hat, what's your name, bud? Bill? Bill, you want to join these 3 ladies over here? Oh, your girlfriend's next door. Yeah, that's like, yeah. Like what's her name? Caitlin? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm trying to set this up. We're trying to make a meet cute out here at the Bear Claw Sports Bar, which has enough plywood outside to convince me this was supposed to be an independent wrestling show. I'm like, is this supposed to be ECW? Like, what is happening right now? Like, that's my jam. I love professional wrestling so much. I love it. I'm gonna tell jokes that I never tell at shows right now. I love professional wrestling, but you know. Like, I have trouble as a person separating the art from the artist, okay? Like, I can't listen to Michael Jackson anymore. Like, I definitely won't listen to R. Kelly. There's certain things that I won't do. But whenever it comes to professional wrestling, I've been introducing a lot of my male friends to it because they've been getting into it in their 30s. And I'm like, here, this is going to be the best professional wrestling match you've ever seen in your goddamn life. But you're going to have to get real cool with the guy who murdered his wife and kid real quick, okay? Like, you're going to have to get real cool with it. Don't Google the name Chris Benoit until you watch this match first. Okay, just watch it. Just watch it, okay? Like, I swear it's going to be good. I promise. I promise. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? I'll talk about this with separating the art from the artist. And since you guys brought it up, I like porn. Anybody else here like porn? Woo! They like porn. These ladies don't want to talk. Do you guys like porn? No, it's okay. Do you read your porn instead? You're like, oh, a quart of thorns and roses or whatever, right? Do you guys read the porn? It's okay. My favorite type of porn, it's a very unique style. It's documentary style. That just means that I watched a lot of real sex on HBO as a kid. Volume at 0 in my grandparents' house, just being really confused why there's this thing called Naturalist, and it's just a bunch of dudes who are gardening and sitting in a circle, crisscross applesauce, massaging each other's backs. It was real weird, okay? Nothing weird, like that's it. That was the porn I watched as a kid, which explains so much about me as a person, okay? Because I like to make sure that there is like separation of like the art from the artist, stuff like that. That means that I follow a lot of porn stars in weird places. That sounds weird. That sounds like I'm a stalker. No, I follow porn stars on Instagram. Okay, I want to see pictures of them like with their mom, not with someone who's pretending to be their stepmom. Like that's what I want to see. Like I want to get to know them on like a human level. And there's this one porn star I've been following recently. I think this table of ladies is going to get intrigued by this guy. There's this porn star I've been following recently. He's 6'7".
Oh, wow.
28 years old from Australia. His name is Girthmaster. Yeah, that's his real name. I would say look him up, but don't do it now. I don't want to get sued for harassment. And and you know what? Don't do it whenever you're at work, because you will get fired for it. But I will say this: if his mother did give him his name, she did a good job naming him. Okay, she did. She did a good job naming him. I dropped a photo of him in a group chat because he came up because I brought him up. And my one friend opened the group chat and was like, God damn, I don't need to see stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, you have the same equipment. I don't know why you're so intimidated. But anyway, I follow his Instagram account. I don't follow his porn account or whatever. And in following his Instagram account, I found out that he's like a super, he's very much into workers' rights and into women's rights. And he's a huge feminist. And he feels that everybody who works in the films with him should get compensated the same amount as he does. And that is like the Elephant Man asking for like equal compensation for the person who's like sweeping up the peanuts, okay? Like that's what this situation is in his case. Like he's the main event, he's the big show, like he's the reason you're there. That's insane. That's an insane thing. I also think though that the women who do films with him should get compensated more and definitely get free health insurance. Okay, that is a peen of peril. Okay, that's a dong of disaster. Something's gonna happen. You're gonna get hurt on that if you do something wrong. Okay, they're very professional to be able to handle that. But anyway, I was following his Instagram and he went to his first ever American baseball game because he's from Australia. He went to his first ever American baseball game. My assumption to measure it against the bat, okay? Like you have to. All right, I bet he did while he was there. But he was the happiest person I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life. I am a Disney adult. I go to Disney World like 4 times a year. I'm wearing a Disney t-shirt right now. It barely fits. Maybe it's from the children's section. Maybe it's not. You guys decide. Okay? But like, I go to Disney World 4 times a year. I've never seen a child at that place as happy as this grown adult man at his first baseball game. He was enamored. His eyes were they looked like they had life in them. It was insane. He was walking around like taking pictures with people who thought he might have been like Andre the Giant's grandson, something like that. He walked up, everybody's like, why are they asking me about a peanut? It's weird. And then he goes and he's so excited to be there. He buys all the ice cream from the vendor who's walking through the stands. He buys the whole thing, puts the ice cream thing on, okay? Just this mammoth dude who looks like he got a lot of money from Dogecoin, all right? And he's just throwing out free ice cream to these people in the stands, and nobody knows where those hands have been, okay? And it's amazing. He's just throwing it out, and the happiest person in the entire world. And that's where I made the biggest mistake of my online life ever. And I decided to comment on a porn star's Instagram account. I wrote the following. I wrote, oh my God, I love this. This is so wholesome. And now I have about 700 bots from OnlyFans trying to show me they're wholesome, okay? It's not what I wanted in life. It's not. But now I've got a lot more Instagram followers, so if that's what makes me go viral, I'm here for it. That's not the kind of virality anybody wants. But if I get it from a porn star, All right, cool. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about tonight? I don't know. Let's see. I'll skip that bit. I'm persnickety about my clothes, if you couldn't tell. I am a fashionista, okay? I don't like certain types of clothing. They're just not meant for me, all right? Like, I don't like pre-ripped jeans. I don't, I'm sorry. I see it. Y'all got pre-ripped jeans on, it's okay. They look good on you, ladies. They look fantastic at that whole table, okay? But they are not for me, because let's be honest. Look at me. When I rip a pair of jeans, they don't rip all cute here at the knee. No, they don't. Whenever I rip a pair of jeans, they blow out right here, right in this weird little fat patch in her thigh area. Looks like a pork roast trying to escape its binding. All right, it is screaming out, please don't cook me in that Pinterest recipe. Like, I can't tell if my thighs are crying or brining. It is just salty and moist down there. It is not a good time for anybody, okay? It's a bad time. It is a bad time for everyone. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm also I'm a person who likes to make sure that everything matches, okay? So not only do I match my shirt and my pants, I also match my bra and my panties. And thank you. Yeah, right now my panties are stained and slightly too tight, okay? Also 20,000 leagues under my sea. That was a terrible joke that I regret immediately. Oh, amazing. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? I talked about being a pro wrestling fan earlier, so I'll delve into that for a second because I haven't talked about this in a while. I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, and I have a tattoo. I've got a couple tattoos about it, but I got one tattoo whenever I was 18 years old, and I'm going to share this tattoo with everyone in the room, at least as far as this microphone cord will go. Okay? I'm going to show you right now. Yeah, put your readers on if you need to. Okay, yeah, it's there. Yeah, all right, I'll come over here. All right, not the worst tattoo at the table, I'll say that. Okay, all right, yeah. I got the word hardcore tattooed on the inside of my face because I liked professional wrestling as a kid. All right, I got that done when I was 18 years old and still lived at home with my mom. And when she found out about it, she came to the Giant Eagle I worked at and punched me in the face as I rang out a woman's pack of Newports. All right, that woman just excited to be the not most white trash thing at Giant Eagle that day. All right, now I'm getting a little bit of extra money from comedy. It's very exciting. Thinking about getting a couple more tattoos. Want to get the word man-eater tattooed on my other set of lips. Just real worried about what my mom's gonna find out about that one, you guys. I still live at home. That Olive Garden home delivery is real. Okay, let's see. What should I end on? What should I do? Derek, any special requests? You got nothing? I know, you don't listen to anything I say. Just like a man for you, just like a man. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna point this out. Demographically, this room is fantastic because it's more women than dudes, and I love that. I love that so much. There need to be more women at comedy shows, okay? There just need to be. I mean, fewer on stage because I need to make money and I need to keep working, but you know, I can stay out there, it's fine. Did I just say something sexist? Am I canceled now?
No.
Again, he didn't listen to me. It's perfect. I love that.
No idea.
I love that. It's amazing. I love it so much. Let's see. I'll talk about this since I am a single person. I can tell you guys I got online a lot because I'm a single person because, let's be real, okay? I live in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is big city, small town. Everybody knows everybody, okay? I can't walk into a local bar and hit on somebody there without, making sure they're not one of my classmates' kids at this point, okay? All right, I can't walk into a bar and just be like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Can I see your ID, please? Thank you. No, this is the Chippendale Rescue Rangers t-shirt. I'm not a real police officer. Oh my God, your name is Fiona. That means your parents lost their virginity to Shrek in 2001. Get out of my swamp, All-Star. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not gonna happen. I purposefully skipped my 20th high school reunion, okay? Because I didn't want to run into a woman who would be showing me pictures on her fucking phone and like her come across one of them and just be like, oh my God, that face. I sat there last weekend. Shit. Like, I can't let that woman know I had sex with both her adult husband and her adult child. Again, it's a bad time. It's a bad time. Somebody at this table has done that. I can tell by the look. It's the blonde one. I know it's the blonde one. You guys are making up the Chipettes right now. There's the blonde, the brunette, and the redhead, and I love that. I love that for that table. That's diversity, okay? This is as diverse as it gets out here. In Bear Claw country. Let's see. No, but I'll tell you guys about I get a lot of dick pics. Anybody else in here get dick pics?
All the time.
Oh yeah, you get dick pics. I know, man. All right, they're you know what though? I love them. They're my favorite type of art. I think they're like Pokemon and STDs. You got to catch them all.
No.
Oh no, I love them.
Unsolicited.
I love a dick pic. I do. I love it. I love them so much. I love them because they're great, okay? I think that they're great. Let me tell you about my most. Do you have a favorite that you got? Other than like, you just like the look of the thing. Is there like a favorite one? Like, did somebody hold it up next to their Bic lighter for like in comparison? You know know exactly which one I'm talking about that's in your phone. You know what? AirDrop is on. Tommy Lee, that's. You know what? I would have solicited that. He's a drummer who could hit it. That's something. If you liked that, go look up Earthmaster, man. I think you would be impressed. I don't know. My most favorite dick pic that I've ever received through all of my dick pickery, which is all the dick that is ripe for picking, was from this dude on this website called FetLife. Yeah, you guys are turning your heads. Some of these people know what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, it's a special kind of website. I got a picture of this dude. He sent me a picture of his dick with my name written on it in Sharpie marker. Yes. He made that permanent mistake. Okay, he did. All right. And for those of you playing along, Amanda is only 6 letters long. When I say from tip to taint, barely fitting it in there. Like, I mean, just so, like you guys remember whenever you were in school and had to do like a science fair project, you got out the piece of poster board and those Sharpie markers that would smell real good and get you kind of high. And like, you were like, I'm gonna make this look fancy, I'm gonna do this project, I'm gonna write bubble letters. You start writing the word photosynthesis, and you start with a P and an H. And that's okay. That's what it looked like. All right. It was like scribbly and scramblies. Like if I wanted to see my name written on something small and white, I would have bought one of those rice necklaces on the boardwalk as a kid. You know what I mean? But I guess with a screen name like the Bone Collector, what was I really expecting? That's right. That was my fault. That was my bad. All right. Your next comedian coming up to the stage. I don't know what his screen name is. Probably not the Bone Collector. He's a good friend of mine. He works the Pittsburgh Improv all the time. Sound like a billion people for Trey McDonough.
Keep it going for Amanda, everybody. This is nice. This is a fire hazard. Yeah, that's what I would say. We're one cigarette and all of us are gone. I took a picture on a bench at Kennywood with that guy. I remember him. That's great. Quick story, I'm not from around here. And I GPS'd here tonight. And when Amanda brought up Girthmaster, I Googled it. And my phone died immediately. So I live here now. I don't know where the fuck we're at. I'm gonna start washing dishes tonight and start a family. I don't know what. Send word to the wife that we're okay, and then there's a lot of lumber. I was in Menneson last weekend.
Oh, how was that experience?
Playing the big markets, you know. Have you been?
I know where it is.
Yeah, if you haven't, go. Take the family. Do 2 days. I don't want you to miss anything. It's beautiful, ain't it, this time of year? It's beautiful. It's like New York City, ain't it? It's like New York City in 1808. That's what it fucking looks like right now. And now I'm here. I will tell you that since the pandemic, we realized that if you do comedy without crowds, it's terrible. So please give yourselves a round of applause for giving us something here tonight. Yeah, this is awesome. We were doing Zoom comedy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Where you think your HR meeting's tough. Do stand-up comedy through Zoom. It's awful. We did Drive Up and Laugh, where you'd stay in your car, and if you thought it was funny, you'd put the wipers on. And if you thought it was really funny, you'd put the water on and then the wipers. I did an outside show at a baseball field on a Sunday at noon one time. And I woke up the next day, I did 20 minutes. I had the sun beating down on me. I woke up the next day at a tan line of a microphone right by my mouth. It looked like I blew a guy during a sunset. I was like, well, wait. Here you go, I found this in the back. That's something I found. Don't worry, I brought you guys one too. There you go. Just throwing out gift stuff. Just messing with some stuff over there. No, this is nice. I've been doing stand-up for 5 years. It's not that long. Yeah, it's not that long. It is long enough that if anything happens to any famous comedian in the country, everyone in my family calls me. Because they think I know these people. And that's not how stand-up works. Like, I'm not gonna leave here and text Bill Burr and be like, you gotta get out to Reynoldsville. They have the space, trust me. They're gonna fill it if there's not a gun bash, motorcycle rally, berry festival, Wingstop, anything else to do other than stand-up comedy inside. But they had the WDV Comedy Festival, and it's some of the most famous comedians from all over the country. And my brother was like, "Are you on that show?" I was like, "You landscape. I don't ask if you cut the grass at PNC Park. There's levels to this shit. You gotta work your way up. You guys do all have different hair. That is cool. Does one dye it and you're like, fuck it, you're out. You know, like if one of you goes blonde, you're like, she can't hang out with us no more. Yeah, that's just this is like the balls at putt putt. Everybody's gotta have a different color, you know? No, this is fun. I got a wife. So you guys get a wife? No, you guys, this is your wife? Yeah. How long you guys been married?
Not even a year yet.
Not even a year. Congratulations. Is this the high point of the marriage? The stand-up show? Is this? Damn, he took me to that stand-up show. Rented the whole room out for me. That was so nice of you. Invited her 3 multicolored hair friends with. That's nice. I got one. I got a wife. Yeah. She's not here. Let's talk about her. Yeah. My wife will usually pick out an outfit for me, but she wasn't home today, so I dressed myself. That's why I look like Fetterman had a formal dinner at the White House. I didn't know what to wear, but I went formal John Fetterman for you guys tonight. I was like, this is a bear lounge, you're classy folk. I'm not gonna half-ass this.
We appreciate it.
But I had to take her car, 2-car family. I didn't want to brag, you know,
I
but
can't stand him.
I'll put this information out there. There's a special place in hell for anybody that puts shit under their visor in their vehicle. I'm not talking like an easy pass and a pair of sunglasses. I'm talking everything you've ever brought in your car. Just throw that shit under the visor. Apparently, that's what she's doing. There's nothing like merging on 119 at dusk. And the sun's coming through and you're like, don't worry, I have a defense for this. And then flicking down a visor and just getting punched by somebody's junk drawer, that's a good time. I almost ran an Amish family over. I got hit with like a Chinese menu, nail clippers, CDs. Her car didn't even got a CD player. What year is it? I got hit by rosary beads and Mardi Gras beads. Did you ever get hit by Fat Tuesday and Ash Wednesday? Because that happened to me on the way here. I got hit by both. It hurts, right? I sinned and then unsinned. It was crazy. It was nuts. Me and my wife, we got engaged in early 2020. At that time, there was no sign of a pandemic. Me and my wife, we did not live together. We got a house. I bought her a housewarming gift. The housewarming gift was a cartoon book of cartoon me and cartoon her, everything we've ever done together. The last page was cartoon me proposing to cartoon her. She looked up, real life me was on my knees, and I proposed right there in our new house. Yeah, they clapped. Yeah, see, you were heartless for a second, but then you piggybacked on their clap, you know? It was just a Facebook link. I clicked on it, they filled in the blank. But it worked. We've been banging ever since. It's been great. It's been great. But people were like, Trey, you know, are you nervous? You've never lived with a woman before, other than your mom, and that didn't go well. We call that the dark age. Are you nervous? And I was like, no, I work during the day. I do comedy on weekends. She works 2 jobs. I don't think we'll see each other. And then COVID was like, hold my beer. And every day I was like, there you are again, huh? So happy to see you again for the 7th straight week. I was like on a new reality show. It was like COVID and engaged. And we were stuck in a house for what was it, 6 months, 8 years? I don't know. As long as shit for me. It was long. It was long, and I learned things. I learned things about her, man. Like she could take shit that I didn't think were takeable. Like she took my Netflix over. I used to hit Netflix and I would click Trey and it would say, hey Trey, because you like comedy specials and action movies, here's some other comedy specials and action movies. And now I click on Trey and it's like, hey, did you enjoy this serial killer? How about this serial killer? Want to watch another serial killer documentary? How to kill somebody? How to kill your boyfriend? How to kill your boyfriend who's a stand-up comedian? I'm like, am I the dumbest victim of all time? That's all she does. That's all she listens to is true crime. Are you true? Yeah, just 911 calls while you're making dinner? That's not a psycho move. Anybody else shack up with a psycho during the pandemic? Yeah. I remember my cousin we bought us a housewarming gift. It was a knife set. Within 3 weeks, 2 knives were missing. I'm gonna let you nice people know I have one. I don't know when she wants to have this midnight West Side Story knife fight, but I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be prepared for that. I watched some of the documentaries. I'm just saying, if I go missing, ask her first. But we were stuck inside for a long time, and I joke, I make fun, but to be honest, I fell in love. Guys. With delivery apps. Every single one, every delivery app they've ever invented. Instacart will bring groceries to your front door, like Grubhub will bring food from a restaurant. Amazon will deliver a baby. You don't know, try that shit. Bezos is sending random women to space. You think you can't ship a baby across the country? Yeah, it's possible. My wife was at her friend's house the other night, and she was like, hey, can you come get me? And I was like, yeah. And I sent an Uber, and they delivered her ass right to the front door. It was contact-free delivery. It was great. I just texted her. I was like, hey, Samir's going to be there in 20 minutes. She's like, who the hell is Samir? I'm like, he's the only chance you have of sleeping in your bed tonight, so I don't know. You better be outside and waiting. You better give him 4 stars, or 5 stars. You ain't fucking on my account. My favorite one is Grubhub. Do you guys know what Grubhub is?
Pretty scary.
Yeah, it will get there. It will get there. In 2075, you guys are gonna get there. It's right after running water. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Okay, so say your favorite restaurant doesn't want to pay a 16-year-old kid who smokes weed all the time to deliver the food from the restaurant to your house. Grubhub is an app that will hire a 36-year-old man who smokes weed all the time to deliver the food to your house. But I figured out something. I go to the bars a lot like this, and I get hammered at bars, and I don't like to drive home, so I do a new thing. I Grubhub food from the bar that I'm at, and when the man comes and gets the food, I leave with that man. Yeah, these aren't jokes anymore. I don't like DUIs, guys. All right, these are helpful tips. All right, it's real easy. You put it in the notes. It's like, hey, it's gonna be Samir again. They're doing both, and he's gonna say, I'm here for a small wing, a quesadilla. I got a special note from Trey. It says I'm crying. I'm by the jukebox and I'm out of credits. Get me the hell out of here. And you leave with that man. The worst case scenario, you Uber home later, there's a quesadilla on your front porch. Who got you a quesadilla? Drunk ass you got you a quesadilla. You're a great friend of yourself. I do it 3 times a week and twice on Sundays. It's called a Gruber. It's great, try it. No, my wife thinks I'm handy. We just had our first baby. Yeah, thank you. You were first on that one. You were early there. You beat them there. That's 1 point. We're even now. Yeah. We just had his first birthdays. First birthday is apparently a wedding now. I didn't know if you guys know this shit, because I had my first birthday at a Bolorama with like 7 other kids. I had 70 people in my backyard for his first birthday. I'm like, this is every fucking person I've ever met in my life. You guys, I'm sure you're coming to the next one. Because I redid my entire house. I was like one of the property twins. I didn't know what. Every day she's like, why don't we paint the deck? I'm like, why the fuck are we painting the deck? He doesn't remember any of this. But I did it. And she sent me to Home Depot every single day. And I'm not someone that belongs in Home Depot. I think you guys, I walk in there and that jackass comes out of nowhere like, what are you working on today, bud? I'm like, I don't know. I'm replacing a ceiling fan. He's like, this is the gardening section, dumbass. You're not even close. It's not that I don't know what I'm doing in Home Depot. I don't think the people in Home Depot know what they're doing. I was there last weekend and there was a leak in the roof. At Home Depot, I'm gonna let that shit slide at Sheets. It's Home Depot, you got all this shit laying around the store to fix it. Like, I'm not a contractor. I'll grab someone from roofing, someone from plumbing. We'll solve this shit by lunch. Do you know what they did? They put that little orange paint bucket to catch up. I said, what in the busy beaver bullshit is this? I walked out of there. I was like, this is about to be the biggest Spirit Halloween costume store you don't know. They come for businesses like you. Get your shit together. We also have like manly problems that I have to, like right now we have a raccoon issue. I feel like out here, you're like, shoot it, Trey, what's the problem? I don't understand. Just kill it. You could use it for fur for the winter. It's fine. But no, you can't do that where I live. It's close quarters. You can't just be shooting people. I mean, you can, but yeah.
Not
You
recommended.
get the cops called. But what happens is they go through my trash and they're very specific. They go for the little coffee Keurig K-cups and they take them out of my trash and they come up on my porch and they have this little raccoon coffee shop. It's adorable. It's adorable. Whatever you're picturing, that's exactly what's happening, right? I'll pull up my Ring camera right now. It's adorable. It's not like one Keurig cake per raccoon. It's like 3 per raccoon. Like I know they're on the night shift, but like they doubling out on daylight. Like why they need all this coffee? But my wife comes out and she sees the mess on the porch and she's like, "Can you take care of them?" I'm like, Why'd you say it like a mob boss? Like, you want me to whack the whole family? Like, I'll take the dad down, but like, I draw the line at women and children. You know what I mean? Like. But like, no, she loves animals. She wouldn't want me to harm them. So I went on Google and I put, how to get rid of raccoons, no murder. That's what I put on Google, right? And what it said was, just pee in the area they're attacking. I saw 2 people peeing outside. Don't get judgy now, Reynoldsville, all right? Don't highbrow me now. I pissed on the side of the road 3 miles up there, all right? You don't even have a sheets here. This is crazy. But I will let you know, peeing outside my house, Saturday, midnight, completely okay. Peeing outside my house, Tuesday, garbage night, 5 p.m., you're gonna get some looks. You're gonna get some looks, yeah. But I had to do it, so I'm out there, and I'm peeing on the trash cans, and the neighbors are like, "What is he doing? Is he drunk? It's 5 p.m. on a Tuesday." I'm like, "I'm doing this for the neighbors, Bob. Like, I'm doing this for everybody. It's chaos around here." But since I've done that, no raccoons. And I'm like, look at me. I'm like Bear Grylls, you know? Like, this is it, you know? I'm like, so handy. And then I just thought about it, and I was like, all that I did, I just made the establishment that they hang out at just a shittier establishment. Like, they came in the rummage for coffee, and they were like, "Whoa, does it smell like piss in here? What are we, possums? This is some bullshit." And they left. Yeah. But we have a baby now, and I worry about him. Because like, you rethink your life when you guys have kids. You kind of rethink everything. Like, I want to be here forever, you know, but I don't take care of myself. I do a Pittsburgh physical, right? That's where like I go and try to ride the Steel Phantom once a summer and survive one night in the south side of Pittsburgh. If I could do that, I'm like, fuck it, I think I could get another year in me, you know? And I want him to think I'm a good person. I'm not. I'm a big asshole. Like, all right, I'll give you one example. If you send me a video instead of a picture, I am not gonna watch that. Ever. Ever. What I will do is I will wait 3 minutes and then I will text you back, "Oh my God, the end, ha 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 ha." And it works every single time. They're like, "I know, right?" That's usually what happens. They'll respond with like, "I know, right? He's so funny." And I'm like, "I don't care, I didn't watch it." Or if you send me a concert video,
Oh yeah.
yeah, someone's gonna send you a concert video. Nightmare footage. Nightmare footage. This is the response. "No way, you're there?" I don't even know where the fuck they're at. It works every single time. It's great. They're like, "Yeah, I thought of you when I heard." I don't care. Send me a picture, I'll put it together. You know, I want to open a video in the middle of a Rite Aid, you know, and it's like just static, but that's what I do. I think about the planet for my son, you know? It's like save the world. We have to take better care of the earth so it's there for them. I used to eat at Eden Park Smiley breakfast as my aunt chain smoked cigarettes right next to me. I feel like we've done something, you know? It's like not the biggest steps, but people will be like, "We have to save the world." And you'd be like, "All right, fuck it, let's save the world. You know, let's do what we have to do." And you're like, "What can we do?" And they're like, "Well, the data shows it's already too late." I'm Why the fuck you bring it up then? If it's already, like, you don't see a doctor, like, we have to save this patient. I'm like, what's up with them? They're dead. No, just don't bring that shit up, you know? But I have this baby, and it's weird because I was microdosing mushrooms a year ago. So, yeah, right? And then I remember the last time I did mushrooms, I was sitting on my buddy's back porch, and it was like kind of like a night like this. It was like one of those, like, you know, purple and orange sunsets that you kind of get every once in a while. And though the clouds were coming because it was about to rain, it was like almost forming like a little tornado, but it was peaceful. And I was like, this is zen as shit, you know? So I was like, I'm gonna film this, and if I get like anxiety later, I'll watch this shit will calm me down. And I did that, and then like 3 days later, I watched that video, and there was not a cloud in the sky. That was, and then my wife was like, we're having a baby. And I was like, I think I need that. I think I need to settle it down a little bit here. So I've been tripping for a while now. But we were having trouble finding or having a baby. So what we did was we adopted a dog. And then the next week we found out we were having a baby. Is it? Because on TikTok and Facebook, that's adorable, isn't it? The baby's playing with the dog. In real life, it's a fucking nightmare. It's destruction on the highest level. I'd rather be in Israel right now than the chaos that's going on. There's shit everywhere. There's feces everywhere. I don't know if it's the dogs, the babies. It could be my wife's. I don't know. I just clean it up and keep moving. I don't know. But I live on like a busy road, like this road right out here. I didn't want the dog to run into the street. So I bought one of those invisible dog fences. Do you guys know those? It's a hell of a business scam, ain't it? Because I had this dude install this fence, and then he knocks on my door and he gives me the bill, and I was like, hey bud, where's the fence at? And he's like, it's out there. I've never seen this fence. I've never tripped there. I don't weed whack this fence line. I don't know where it's at, you know? But like, I want to know. And there's only one way to know.
Oh God.
Yeah, you know it is. You got to put that collar on. And you got to run full speed into the street. And I did that. And I learned two things that day. One, there's a fence out there. And two, I piss myself pretty easily. Some would say immediately. But there's no raccoons on my fence line. There's none. They don't cross the border anymore. So it's nice. They stay out the yard. But but we got this dog at a golf outing. I like to golf. And it was a golf outing for animal rescue. I wasn't just at a golf outing like, hey dog, you're coming with me now. No, it was for animal rescue, right? Yeah. And my mom loves dogs too, but she doesn't golf. And she's like, how do I give to that good cause without golfing? I was like, Mom, you could make a basket for people to raffle off, or you could sponsor one of the golf holes. And she's like, I'm not making a basket. I don't got time for that shit. She is retired. She has nothing. She finished Yellowstone, the whole series, in a week, okay? There's room for activities, you know what I mean? Like, we could do crafts every once in a while. But I was like, she's a psycho, I'm not arguing with her. So I was like, you could sponsor one of the holes. I was like, but it's usually like a business, you know, like a real estate company, a landscaping, somebody donating to a good cause while also promoting their business. I was like, what would your sign even say? And she was like, it would just say, Cindy's Hole. No, absolutely not. This is an outing full of my drunken friends coming to a tee box with a sign that says Cindy's Hole? No. Are we taking pictures next to that shit? No. I can hear him now. Trey, I drove the shit out of Cindy's Hole. Or, Trey, I used all my strokes on Cindy's Hole. Or I lost 2 balls on Cindy's Hole. Like, I don't know if you've ever been golfing, but golfing and dick jokes go hand in hand. You throw a Cindy's Hole sign out there, that's a Netflix special waiting to happen. I went so broke on that outing. I sponsored every hole after that with every one of my friends' mom's names. And I was like, Elaine's holes, Beverly's hole, Tracy's hole. I was like, I'm not going out like this. This is a lot of fun. For like 6 people, you guys are awesome. I just want to say that. Yeah. They clapped first though, so they settled it. Oh, so close. I know. Still early, still early. I hope it wasn't, but it is. My grandma's in town. She lives in Florida, as I call it, pre-heaven. Like if you've been to Florida, all right, if we were gonna drive to heaven, Florida's where we'd stop and get gas. They're old as shit down there, right? But my grandma is in town to see the baby, and she's been here for 30 days, and I've picked her up from church 27 times? Yeah, she loves it. Loves Jesus, big fan, follows him on tour. Hasn't missed a show since BC, loves the guy, right? She's got pictures all over his house, and he's like this. I have the same ones, but it's Tupac. We're both waiting for him to come back, you know, so it's like kind of the same. But I like church. I'm not one of those people that shit on church. I like church. I was raised Catholic. I don't like going to church with her. She's the LeBron James of church. My grandma is amazing at church. She knows the new lyrics. I didn't know Jesus dropped a remix. When did that happen? And I'm late everywhere. I'm late to church. Those big ass doors close behind you and echo through every pew. Everyone's like, who's late on the Lord's Day? How could he? I'm like, you haven't come back yet, so we're still waiting on you. But that's not here or there. And I gotta find my grandma in a room full of grandmas. They all look they all got that shit over their head because they came from the salon. We're in the middle of a fucking drought. It doesn't matter. I'm like, you can unlaminate the top, grandma. We're fine. And I sit next to her, and then she'll put the thing down, but then she'll stand. And then I'll kneel, and then she'll put it up, and then sit, and then I'll stand, and she'll put it down, and I'll kneel, she'll stand, I'll sit. It's like Jesus is trying to draw me off sides. I don't know what's going on in church. I'm like, what's your cadence, Jesus? You're like Aaron Rodgers tonight. Like, it's insane. Like, we've donated so much to the church. Can we not get like a sign that says like red light, green light, yellow light, pray? We're all on the same page, you know?
Holy fuck.
I'm 6 foot tall. I've never been taller than when a whole church goes for the kneel and you go for the stand and it's just you and Jesus. He's like, what happened? I'm like, I think everybody else kneeled. What about you? He's like, don't trust your friends. Don't trust them. Then that guy comes around with the basket. That guy comes around with the basket. You gotta look him in the eyes and go, I was told there was no cover charge tonight. Was that not on the flyer? I feel like I read that somewhere. Which is just a nicer way of saying, I've spent all my small bills on midnight dancers. If you get close enough, you can see the glitter. Welcome, sir. You made us an even baker's dozen. Thank you for coming. Glad to have you here. No, my grandma lives in Florida, but she used to live in here, and she used to go to a store called Packatans. Do you guys know Packatans? Do you remember that? Yeah, it's like old Michael's. I thought that was my grandma's friend, Pat Catan. And that this was just some old lady that just hoarded crafts. And my grandma, being the sweetheart that she is, would take a couple off her hands and build a Christmas tree. You know, like something random. I even had a house in mind. I was like, old man Catan lives up on the hill, there's dog shit all over his yard. I know the place, yeah. That was before I thought it was a country in the Middle East. I was like, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Pakistans. This adds up. The rise of Pinterest caused the war in the Middle East. Okay, yeah, this checks out. But yeah, she's here, and then I have my mom, and I don't do this for a living though. What I actually do is I shut people's water off for delinquency. That's where you lose them, you know? Yeah, that's how I started. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's not a barrel of laughs, I'll tell you that much. It's not like this, it's not, you know? But it is, I am a comedian, I like to have fun with that shit, you know? Like, all right, a hard day in the year is Valentine's Day. Because I don't want people to go without water and lonely, you know? So like, I'll shut your water off, and I'll put a tag on the door, but on the tag, I'll write a little Valentine. Yeah, super sweet, right? Like one's like, I can't go a day without you. But you gotta go 48 hours without water. That's just how that works. Or another one was like, call me with a bunch of heart emojis. for a turn on tomorrow between 8 and 4 regular business hours. That one was more procedure than anything. But my favorite one was roses are red, water is blue, your water is off, and your neighbors is too. Can you let them know I ran out of tags when I was fucking with the rough drafts? I clap applause. Like this, you never expect it, you know? You got me the lamp from Pixar to put the mic on, so that's nice. It just hops in here. No, this is fun. Yeah. This is are those spinning things like powering the place? I feel like that's how we're running here today. Yeah, is that what it is? Taking one. I'm stealing one of those. No, this is I have 2 jobs, but my dad taught me 2 jobs. His first job was that he was a mailman for the Postal Service. His side job was that he just sold bottles of pop out of his mailman truck, like a floating convenience store. And you're like, Trey, is that illegal? Hell yeah, that's illegal. You can't start a small business out of a government vehicle. You don't see an ambulance that's also a food truck. No, that shit don't fly, you know? But because he was a mailman, you knew he'd be here. Like, landscapers would stop, other mailmen, kids walking home from school, crossing guards. You would grab a pop and you would leave $1. That's what the system was, you know? It was very reliable. It was almost as reliable as, I don't know, the mail. Like, remember their big saying was like, rain, snow, or hell, we must deliver the mail. My dad was like, rain, snow, or hell, I just got ginger ale. Just in case you were wondering. And I remember he told me something, it was the day Michael Jackson died. That's how I remember it, you know? It's just like a super sad day in the world, right? And my dad comes home with this big ass smile on his face. And I'm like, Dad, man, why are you smiling, man? Did you hear Michael Jackson just died today? And he was like, I know. And now I'm the king of pop. All right, guys, that's it for me. You guys were worth it, all right? I love you guys. Good.
Keep it going for Trey, everybody. Did he shrink? What happened to this microphone? Oh, jeez Louise. Your next comedian, not much taller, but that's fine. We're going to fuck with it. All right, your next comedian coming up to the stage. He tours colleges, clubs, everywhere, all across the goddamn country. Give it up for Derek Knopfsnyder!
Keep it going for Amanda and Trey, everybody, let them hear it! Sound like 1 billion people! We're doing it! There we go! That's what I'm talking about. I'll be real honest with you guys. A lot of comics would not like this. A lot of comics don't like to do small crowds. I fucking love it, you guys, all right? Because here's the thing, I can suck, and who's gonna know? You know what I'm saying? Because if I have a bad show, because who are you gonna tell? If you guys had friends, they'd be here. You know what I mean? This is the best. It's sold out as far as I'm concerned. Too many tables, that's what I said. I fucking love this, you guys. My favorite part about tonight is if there happens to be a fire, we are all gonna get our own exit. That is so convenient, you guys. This is great, you guys. This is a dream come true. It does hurt that there was more people than Last Supper, for sure, but, you know, for sure. We didn't even need this big space. I could have just picked you guys up in my car and just fucking drove you around, told you jokes, and then dropped you back off at the Bear Claw. That is what a name of a building, you guys. This is a very interesting place. They have an American flag. They have that's an old one. There's the updated one. They have the updated one too. That's great, you guys. We're doing it. Comedy, 7-hour show. Fucking lock the doors. We're doing it. We're not leaving until the wings are gone. That is what I said. You guys, this is awesome. Ladies over here, having fun so far? Perfect. You married? Yes, no, yes, yes, no. Why the fuck didn't you guys invite your husbands, all right? Do they not like comedy? He's in Canada? Did you deport him? They got him? ICE got him? Oh, Canada! She's like, fucking take him. He keeps saying A and brags about having health care. It's bullshit. What's he doing in Canada? Fishing we have fucking lakes here. I drove through both streets of your town. We'll find a fucking lake in Reynoldsville. That is awesome. If you guys could laugh louder, if this show goes well, next week I'm going to get to play Punxsutawney. So if we could just figure this out. There's a fucking groundhog that needs me there. So if we could just figure this out a little bit, that's awesome. I like the thruple couple here over here. This is awesome. You guys, is this the swingers table of Reynoldsville? Is that what this is? She's like, we got pineapples, they're upside down. What the fuck you matter? That's awesome, you guys. And where's your husband? Where is he? He in Canada too? He's working? Doing, what's he do? He's a fucking helicopter pilot? Way to fucking flex on us. I got these guys to clap. They're like, we've never even seen a helicopter. That is awesome. I watch a movie about Vietnam. He came back. That's awesome. How long's he been flying helicopters?
30 years.
30 years? Oh my God, look at you. No wonder you're drinking White Claw on a Saturday night. He's got helicopter money. That's fucking awesome, you guys. That's really good. We got two guys over here at the bar. What are you guys doing? What's your stories? You don't have one? Just hanging out in Reynoldsville? Yeah, I was worried. I was worried that people weren't going to show up to this, and then the whole fucking town came out. That is awesome. You guys, it's worrisome. You don't know what you're getting into. I don't want you to think that I come from a place that's like, I come from Somerset, Pennsylvania, all right? So this is home to me, all right? This feels like home. I'll be honest. I like being in this part of the country because you guys have road signs that make me feel like I'm still at home, right? Like, what sign do you see every 4 miles around your town warning you that what animal might just jump out in front of your car? Deer, right? That's an amazing sign because where I grew up, we had deer all our whole lives. Like, I was probably raised by a deer, if I'm being honest, but I've never been afraid of a deer because if you see a deer, you're like, well, it's like Bambi. Maybe I could pet it. Never been afraid of a deer. 2 weeks ago, I was in Vermont. You know what they have up there? Fucking moose. Yep, listen, Reynoldsville, that's a way scarier sign to see, all right? Because here's the thing, you guys. If you hit a deer, you have a bad day. If you hit a moose, that's your last day, all right? And I looked at the lady. It's like, look, I gotta drive back to the airport at 2 in the morning. I was like, what happens if I see a moose? And this bitch looked right at me and she's like, it's scary. Yeah, because they're so big that if you hit them, you just take their legs out and the body falls on top. Yeah, this is a great time for a drink, Chad. The fuck, right in the middle of my moose joke. Someone get him a drink. All right, and by the way, feel free to fucking all drink up tonight. There's 7 of us in this room. There's 1 cop in this town. We're all gonna leave at the same time. What's that?
Lots of cold beer.
There's lots of cold beer and 1 cop, so fucking drive carefully. That is awesome. I said, where was I? By the way, I have ADD, and I sold Trey all my Adderall, so it's been a fucking week for me, all right?
Moose.
The moose, thank you, sir, I appreciate that. I said, what should I do if I see a moose? And she goes, aim for the ass. I said, why? She looked right at me and she said, we're not sure. And I want you to know that I told that story seriously for an entire week until last week I was in Weirton, West Virginia, because I'm playing all the big markets this time around. The old Weirton to Reynoldsville. I'm going everywhere Taylor Swift won't, you guys. That is my Welcome to My Eras tour. And I was in Weirton, West Virginia. I said, what should we do? Aim for the ass. Why? We're not sure. And I swear to God, a man all the way in the back just shouted out, and he's like, well, that's so if you hit it, you can save the meat. And I said, what the fuck did Jim Bob just say to me? I just hit a moose, now I gotta get out and quarter it. Put it in this Honda Civic I rented and take it back to camp. Reynoldsville, I want you to take a good look at me. If that were the case, we're all gonna die, all right? Because I'm not a man, all right? I'm not a man. It's 90 degrees. I chose to wear this vest today, all right? I'm not a man, all right? I'm not. I know what I look like, you guys. I'm very aware of what I look like. I know I look like if Ellen DeGeneres gave up, all right? Like, I'm very aware. What's that? She hasn't. No, she hasn't. I'll tell you what I really look like. I had this realization the other day. I was at my house and I looked in a mirror. I made eye contact with myself in the mirror. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Don't fucking do that. I made eye contact with myself, looked myself right in the mirror, and had this moment of realization. You know what? This is fucked up, but I'm talking about myself, so it's fine. I had this realization that I look like I'm transitioning, but you can't tell which way. And that's not good. That's not good for business, all right? You know what I mean? Got a girl, grow a guy. Got a girl, grow a guy. I don't know. I like titties, so we'll find out. You know, I do. And I don't like that that's the joke you chose to laugh the hardest at the bar, if I'm being honest, all right? I have feelings and I'm right fucking in front of you, all right? I've always said comedy works best under fluorescent lighting, so this is really good. We're doing it. Feels like an office party that I'm fucking, sit down. Feels like, no, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, this is great. I actually got you guys together here to sell you a timeshare. How would you like 2 weeks in fucking Orlando? You know what I mean? We're gonna do it, you guys. This is great. This is 6.5 hours left in the show. We're good. This is awesome. I'll tell you this right now. This won't be the worst show I've ever done, because I'm gonna tell you about the worst show I ever did. I do a lot of, like Amanda said, I do a lot of college shows. The worst show. Were you guys okay hearing about the worst show I've ever done? Would that be okay with you guys? All right, perfect. And I'm gonna mention the name of the school that I did it at, because they're not gonna invite me back. So I'm not burning any bridges here. All right. I was doing a show for the University of Purdue. It was their new student orientation show. We're in a massive theater. There is 3,000 people there. A lot like tonight. Don't look around. There's 3,000 people at this show. And somehow, we started talking about the moon landing. And I'm gonna be real honest with you nice people. I brought it up, all right? So we're talking about the moon landing. And then I said, yeah, like if you believe the moon landing actually happened. And
Right.
And then 3,000 students got real quiet. And I was like, oh fuck, you guys don't know about conspiracy theories yet? And that wasn't the case at all, because after I said that, one girl shouted out, Neil Armstrong went to school here, you dick. And guess who didn't know that piece of information before they started talking shit on the moon landing? This dickhead right here, I did not know that. Then she said, and he used to come back all the time until he died. And I was like, I just want you to know that I didn't kill him, all right? But I also didn't know that. But then I said, listen, we're like 5 minutes into the show at this point when I started talking about this. I was like, are there any other famous people or notable alumni that I should know about from your school before I just start talking shit on other random people throughout history, making you guys pissy at me? And then one girl said, Amelia Earhart went here. And I was like, did she ever come back? And she did not. And I love telling that joke for adults because I make an Amelia Earhart reference and you guys all giggle. I tell that joke on a college campus and 50% of the crowd laughs, and the other 50% Google who the fuck Amelia Earhart is. And that's not okay, all right? So maybe we should abolish the Department of Education, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I did that joke in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I said that. I said, does anybody not know who Amelia Earhart is? And this girl stood up, pointed at her friend, and she was like, she doesn't know. And her friend was like, I do too know who Amelia Earhart is. And I was like, well, why don't you tell the class who you think Amelia Earhart is? And then this girl stood up in front of God and everybody. And she said, just so you know, Amelia Earhart was the lady who flew the plane blind. And I'm like, no, the fuck she wasn't. I'm pretty sure you just mixed up Amelia Earhart and Helen Keller, all right? But that would explain why she didn't land, so I know she landed, just not on purpose. And oh, you guys are fun. You guys are fun. I'll tell you this, I was talking about moose earlier. I didn't hit a moose, that's why I'm here tonight. Has anybody, I have hit a deer before. Anybody ever do that fun thing? Anybody ever hit a deer with their car? You have right here? Everybody in Reynoldsville? That fucking checks, actually. That tracks, yeah. That's awesome. What's that? You all hit a deer before? Yeah? And what's your name, sir? I'm sorry.
Brian.
What was it?
Brian.
Brian, how fast were you going when you hit a deer?
Like 30?
30?
Maybe.
Maybe 30? I love that. Any ladies over here hit a deer? Yeah? How fast were you going? 45? 45 is a good speed. Here's the thing. I'm just curious. How fast were you going?
I hit a bear at 55.
You hit a bear at 55?
Fly on XB10.
Oh, that's a car.
Yeah, a little cute.
Yeah, how are you alive?
Caught an airbag.
You got the bear was your airbag at that point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, fuck. Did it kill the bear?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Did it total your car?
Yes. That's on the windshield.
That's fun.
AR-15 3 times into the bear, got up and ran to get out.
Wait, hold on. No, you can't. You stop the. You can't start a conversation and then fucking make the story way more interesting and then just gloss over that. You hit the bear and then got your.
On the way to work on 28, exit 18.
All right, I love how you don't leave out any details. That's awesome.
Off the
Whoever
bear,
the crime.
middle of the night, bang.
Bang.
Car, across the road. Luckily I was alive. Got out. State police officer off duty riding down the road. Exact same time, seen smoking in the car. What happened? I think I hit a bear.
You think you hit a bear? Wait.
Walked back 100 yards, the bear was over the railing, laying down. Pretty messed up.
Yeah. Well, he just got hit by a car. That's probably a fucking bad day for the bear, if I'm being honest. Yeah. And then you pulled out an AR-15 and shot the bear? No, not you.
The officer and I went down to check on the bear. The bear looked up at us, so we backed up and the officer was on the top of the road. He got out the AR-15 out of the trunk of his vehicle. Put 3 rounds into the bear's ass. He got up and took off.
Great night.
Fucking welcome to Reynoldsville, everybody. That's a Reynoldsville love story if ever. He's like, we're gonna make a fucking rug out of this dude. That's crazy, man. That's so fun, man, dude. That's wild. Hitting animals that large is great. Like, I used to not even ask people how fast they were going, and I started asking that question, and I swear to God, like 2 nights ago, I asked a lady, I was like, how fast were you going? And I swear to God, this lady looked at me and she said 7. And I had questions, like, how the fuck do you hit a deer doing so? What did you do? Run on the window and punch it? Like, how did you? The break is right there. How do you hit a deer doing 7? You know what I mean? I've hit a lot of deer. I've hit a lot of deer traveling between shows. The last time I hit a deer was the scariest time I hit a deer. Last time I hit a deer in a school zone, and that was scary because I was texting. And I thought I hit a child. I was looking down and I heard thud. And I was like, oh, well, that's not a good sound. And then I thought I'm going to jail and I'm never going to make it to the Bear Claw Inn or Lounge, or what is this place called? Just the Bear Claw? All right. And then it was just a deer. The most recent time I hit a deer doing 85. And that's scary for a different reason. Like 45, you hit a deer. 85, I fucking punted a deer, you guys. I hit a deer so hard, it looked like I worked for the mafia, and that deer owed us money. That's what it looked like, right? We made eye contact right before I hit it, which was even worse. Because I was like, oh shit, sorry. The deer was like, it's all right. And then it exploded, is what happened. And here's the worst part to that true story, is I had to call my insurance agent, and I had the dumbest conversation anybody's ever had with another human being. And I can prove that because all of their calls are recorded for quality and training purposes. And I want this one. I called him up. I was like, hey man, I just want to let you know I just hit a deer. And then he said the dumbest shit anybody's ever said to me. He said, was the deer on the road when you hit it? And then the comedian in me came out, and I was like, no. No, we were at a party. This motherfucker tried to hit on my girl, all right? I got him. My car's fine. I'll bury this body. Are you in or what? And he was not in, by the way. Don't go with Progressive. They will not help you bury a body. They won't. State Farm will. They're a good neighbor, all right? They won't even ask questions. I like you guys because when you guys get a joke, you like get a joke. But then as soon as it's done, you're like, there's no rhythm in this crowd. I love that so much. We're having a blast. You guys want to, what do people do for fun in Reynoldsville? Drink? Who said drink? The lady right there? Yeah, you drink a lot. Do you drink a lot? No? This is an intervention. We actually all wrote letters, so we care about Sally. What's your name? No, the fuck it is. I'm not that good at guessing. What's your name? No, it's not. Sue? You're full of shit, Sue. What do you do for work? I'm not gonna make fun of you. I promise. That's the mean thing. There's a fucking fly attacking me. Do you have a job? You work hard for your money? All right, she's a stripper. All right, that's fine. Work hard for my money. Came out of a cake this week. That's awesome. You got a lot of tattoos, dude. You're running out of fucking body. We gotta start using steroids to fucking fill more space up. That's crazy. How many tattoos do you have?
Over 60.
Over six. Do you have any that you regret?
All of them.
You regret a lot of them?
All of
How
them.
many of them were drunk decisions?
Actually, none.
None?
I didn't start drinking so much later in life. Yeah.
You didn't start drinking till much later in life?
I'm a tattattoo artist, so it's kind
Oh,
of.
you're a
comes with the
tattoo
trade.
artist.
Comes with the trade.
Oh, did he do that one?
Just
It'd have been
today.
fucking weird if he did, right? She was like, no, I went to Richard for this one. You're a tattoo artist, really? What's the weirdest part of a body that you've drawn stuff on?
Probably the ass.
You've drawn on an ass before?
Yeah, I had to shave an ass last week.
You had to shave an ass?
A man.
Was that for your job or was that just for fun?
A little bit of both.
Give me a razor. We're gonna get this one clean. He's like, the tattoo's going on my leg. I'm like, I know. We have a great ass, sir. What'd you have to draw on someone's ass?
I don't remember what the word was. A word or a phrase or something.
A
like
word
that.
or a phrase?
Yeah,
You ever misspell something?
I have actually. Yeah.
God damn, that's gotta suck.
Yeah. I've gotten dates wrong before, but most of the time it's their mistake.
Oh,
Usually Roman numerals, it's not my responsibility to verify that you've got the right information.
That's also fair.
When you come to me, you got to make sure it's right.
that's fair, for sure.
Because I don't know your fucking uncle or your grandpa or what he
Yeah,
died.
Cyrus is a hard name to spell. He's gonna be syrup forever on your ass. That's just gonna happen.
Get it in Japanese. and we'll
Yeah,
do it.
yeah. Oh, Cyrus. That was a shitty Japanese accent. That's my fault. I don't think we're at war with them yet, so we should probably stay friends. That's awesome. That's and what do you do? What do you do, Brian?
I'm a landscaper.
You're a landscaper.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a good job. Yeah. Fucking, she didn't think so at all. Like, that's a good job. She starts laughing, but it's not her fault. She's been drinking since last comedy show, which I found out was 3 years ago. All right, we wrote letters for you, man. That's awesome. Pilot's wife, helicopter pilot's wife. What do you do? Do you have a job? Do you work? You're retired? Fuck, I might after tonight too. I might book us up. Reynoldsville. Where do you go from here? Up? Dubois? No, thank you. Punxsutawney? Maybe, you know, but I'm just gonna fucking just hang it up. That's what I'm gonna do. We're all in here. We're all doing it. It's sold out. It's crazy. I don't know how we did it. This is awesome. What, you guys work back there? Let me guess. Is it a manly job? Because you guys look like men. You fucking look like men. So I'm gonna guess. Oil and natural gas. No. Okay. What do you do?
Handle steel.
What was it?
Material handling.
Oh, steel. Sure, fuck, that's a manly job for sure. Yeah, hell yeah. What? And both of you handle steel? Yeah. Nice. You guys married? Not together. Fuck, I didn't think they were the Bert and Ernie of Reynoldsville, you fucking assholes. I was like, you guys married? He's like, I'll fucking punch you in the face right now. No, not neither of you married. You guys young guys, young dudes. How old are you? 32. 36. Now, you ever been married? You ever been with a helicopter pilot's wife? I think I can make that happen tonight. I think I can make it. She's one white claw away from blowing you. I'm pretty sure. If we're being honest, would you do that? Would you do for the show? Would you do that? No, she'll change her mind. Just give her one more white claw, and we'll talk her into it. What about you? You're sipping real quietly. What do you want to know? I want to know if you blow somebody who handles steel for a living. You're married to a helicopter mechanic? Oh, dude, if her husband doesn't like your husband, he's dead for sure. That's fucked up. They like each other? Yeah. They go to Canada together? Are they in Canada together right now?
I think I've seen that movie, Brokeback, right?
Yeah. It's a rainy day. That's awesome. And you don't have a husband? It's complicated? You're not going to believe this. We have fucking time. We can unpack this right here. I do want to know. Yeah. Is it like a Craigslist complicated? Like, how did you meet your helicopter mechanic? Or helicopter pilot, sorry. How'd you meet him? Yeah, how'd you meet your husband? High school? Okay. All right. How about you? You met him at work? Well, that sounds like an HR problem. You can't be banging people you work with. What was your job at the helicopter place? You were a flight nurse? How many people fit in this helicopter? The mechanic stays on the ground? How the fuck did you meet him then? You're like, hey, you're cute! You guys are flying away. Last chopper out of Saigon up here. That's awesome. And then, what, did he have a pickup line? You chased him in a chopper? What was your pickup line? Chemistry was your pickup line? You just started talking to him and started hitting it off? And now you sent him an email? God, I've never gotten hit on through an email before. Could you imagine that? But like, that's cool. All right, what'd your email say? Hey, we want to... What? Like, you ever been inside the helicopter? The subject line was chemistry. And he opened it. You invited him to his own company party. That's fucking crazy, because he was like, I thought I was invited. I work for this company too. That's really cute. He wasn't gonna go? Yeah, he's like, there could be titties. Like, I'm definitely gonna be there. You know how much titties you see at a steel Christmas company party? 0. It's just a bunch of dudes playing cornhole. And that didn't sound right either. If I'm being honest, now that I heard myself say that, I was like, where'd the cowboy go? I miss him. What's that? I scared him away? I'll fucking send a bear at him. This is awesome, you guys. This is great. We're doing it. This is really fun. I like, like shows like this is like a lot of people. I'm just being serious. Like, it can go one of two ways. It can go real bad, or it can be pretty good. You guys are pretty good. If I'm being honest, like you're good. You're a good crowd. And I know they said that, and they were just pandering. I fucking meant it. All right, like they weren't pandering. They're cute, and it's really cool, man. I'll share some stuff with you about my life. I've been married for 5 years. We met on a helicopter. Yeah, it was a big helicopter. And we just decided a while ago that we don't want kids because we met other people's kids. And I don't know if you guys have met kids yet or not, but fuck, they're the worst. Has anybody met it? Has anybody made a child here? Couple people? You guys have all made children? Yeah? And you made a child? 32? Oh, what?
I have a 9-year-old.
You have a 9-year-old? I'm not good at math, but that's too young to make children. That's like 23? Yeah. It does feel good, and you just didn't pull out. And you're like, now what? Yeah. What'd you name your child? Delilah? Hey there. That's a good name. She hates that song? I fucking wonder why. If I had a mom named Stacy, she'd fucking hate that song too. You know what I mean? And that's really cool, man. That's awesome. Good for you, man. Are you good dad? Fun dad? Yeah. Absolutely, man. I feel like I'd be a fun dad, but like, I don't know, man. It's just, you gotta be around your kids all the time, and that seems hard. And like, you know what I mean? So we definitely don't want kids. Like, that being said, we do have a 2-year-old. And she's in the car, so it's fine. No, she's my dog. I'm one of those people. I talk about my dog as if it were my child. I know we have dog people. Where are my dog people? I have dog people in the crowd? Some dog people? All right, very cool. I'll be fair. Cat people? Where are my cat? Any cat people here? Yeah, the tattoo artist? Who has a dog over here? Anybody have a dog? What kind of dog do you have? You have a golden retriever. Aww. Fucking love that. Cat, dude, you got a cat?
Oh, yeah.
Love that. What kind of cat do you have?
Just a tabby cat.
He's like, fucking gray, dude? I don't know. I love that. She gave me such a direct answer. A golden retriever. I was like, what kind of cat do you have? Like, fucking orange. Quit asking questions. No one knows what kind of cat they have. I love that. Did you pay money for that golden retriever? Fuck yeah, you did. They don't give those away. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta find a breeder to get a golden retriever. You gotta go to an Amish family in Ohio. They got to come to your house and check it out, make sure you have a fucking nice yard, and you're going to take it to church. Like, you got to fucking really want a golden retriever. Watch this. How many cats do you have? One? Yeah. Did you pay money for that cat? No, you did not.
I found it.
You found it. You know how I knew you didn't pay money for your cat? Because no one's ever fucking bought a cat. And I want you to know that I know someone out there right now is thinking, we paid money for our cat. Look at me, Reynoldsville. You didn't have to, all right? You don't have. You know why you don't have to buy cats? Because dogs are like, you gotta seek out a dog. Cats, you don't have to do. You know why you don't have to seek out cats? Because cats are like Jehovah's Witnesses, if I'm being honest, all right? They show up at your house and try to get in your front door. That's what cats do. Like, meow, 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 meow. We're here to talk to you about Jesus. We have our own Jesus here. That's awesome. What's your dog's name? Maverick. Oh, what a great name. I think if I was going to have a kid, I'm being honest, Maverick's a fucking dope name. What's your cat's name?
Luna.
Luna? That's a little hippish of you. Yeah, that's a hippie name for sure. Yeah, that's good. I like both of those names because they're not people names, typically. I don't like when people name their dogs people names. Fucking throws me off a little bit, right? Because you're going to be talking to a friend one day, and you have one? You have a, no? No?
No, his
talking to
name's Bear.
Bear? That's a tough person's name for sure.
We have a Malcolm, though.
You have a what?
Malcolm.
Yeah.
A mountain?
A Malcolm.
A Malcolm?
Yeah.
Oh, that you have a pet named Malcolm?
Yeah.
Black lab.
Now I want you to think about this. One day, you're talking to a new friend on the phone, doesn't know who Malcolm is, and then you're just like, oh, Malcolm shit on the floor. And you're like, what the fuck is Malcolm? Maybe we shouldn't let him in our house anymore. Thanks for showing up to the comedy show 6 minutes before it ends, you guys. You guys really appreciate that. Yeah. Woo. Actually, we're gonna start over. Amanda, could you come back up? That's awesome. Where were you guys? I love that. Like, nice little date with a chaperone. That's cool as fuck, you guys. That's awesome. That's really cool. Who are you guys dating? You two? Yeah. How long you been dating? 6 years. You're not married yet? Fucking time to shit or get off the pot. What are we doing? You come to everything late. You fucking been waiting 6 years in that fucking lobby to come to this comedy show. You didn't know there's one here tonight? Oh man, there's so many. I know there's so many entertainment options in Reynoldsville, but the flyer got overlooked. How about you, dude? You got a girlfriend? Well, fucking stop hanging out with those two on a Saturday night. Maybe you can get some puss, all right? That's awesome. Here's the thing, dude. I'm not making fun of you. I got $25 in my pocket. We'll get you a blowjob today for sure in Reynoldsville.
One more white claw.
Yeah, we'll get her to take her teeth out too. It'll be fucking sick. Come over here, sweetheart. That's awesome. How old are you? How old are you? You're drinking Pepsi. How old? You're 25? Okay, just making sure. All right, fucking. Can I tell you something? I've been hanging out, I'm 34, and I'm starting to feel old, and it's bullshit, because I've been hanging out with old fucking people my whole life, and I'm gonna be honest with you, old people are kind of assholes, because they won't tell you what's about to happen to you. I'm your friend, I'll fucking give you the details, alright? You don't even have your own health insurance yet, let me tell you, shit's gonna start happening to you. Jeremy, what's your name? David, I was close. And shit's gonna start happening to you, David, that you're not prepared for. How old's your friend over here? How old are you? You're 21? Oh, that's why you're not married. 6 years. All right, makes more sense. I guess I bet on the fucking monkey bars. That's my fault, dude. That's my fault. Dude, shit's gonna start happening to you that you're not ready for, right? Like, you're just gonna wake up some days in pain for fucking no reason whatsoever, David. Here's the real thing that no one, and I want you to, if you listen, if I'm gonna say this next, I'm gonna take a leap of faith here. I'm gonna say this next thing, and if you guys don't say that it happens to you, you're fucking liars, all right? Here's the thing that's gonna start happening to you, David. It's gonna happen quick. You're not ready for it. One day you're full of youth and hope, and the next day you're just gonna start getting cramps during sex. And that lady clapped. Did you hear that? Huh? Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, David, the first time it happens, fucking sneaks up on you, all right? You're not ready for it at all. Huh? I was making love to my wife one night, David, and I'm on top because I'm a fucking gentleman, you know what I mean? And we're going at it, David. We're going at it for like 30 minutes or 4 minutes. You weren't there. And we're making love, dude. Like, there's passion, there's eye contact, like all the things in the movies. And then all of a sudden, my fucking foot went into a reverse C. Like I was a retired ballerina. And it hurt. But here's the thing, David. I'm a fucking American. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna finish the mission, all right? So I see my wife down there, and I see my foot like this. So in my big dumb man brain, I'm like, this is an easy solution. I'll just shake the cramp out. Let me tell you what you can't do, David. You can't fucking shake a cramp out, all right? Didn't know that at all, huh? So I'm up there trying to shake my fucking cramp out like this. I'm up there, oh my God. But here's the thing, you gotta remember, I'm on top. She's underneath me. Every time I shake my leg a little bit, she gets a little bit more wiener than she was ready for, all right? So I'm up there going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. David, my wife's underneath me going, oh my God, oh my God. She's down there having the time of her life, David. I'm up here fucking fighting for my life. She looks at me after we finished, hours later. She looked at me and she said, we should do that again. I said, you should fuck off. All right, I almost died. And I know you don't think that that's that funny right now, David, but I want you to look at this lady who's crying because she's cramped up during sex, David. And I want you to know one thing. My best advice for you, 2 bananas before sex, all right? That's if I leave you with, that's the name of my next single. 2 bananas before sex. One, what's that? Yeah, 1 to eat, and then you can do whatever you want. The other one, David, you can just let it happen. So, you guys have been a lot of fun. I do want to let you guys know, if you guys had enjoyed the show and you want to follow us, we parked right out back. I'll be wearing this. It's all I brought. So it's really fun, really good time with you guys. I really did. I really had a fun time, and. I shouldn't, dude. I'm gonna do a new joke, and when it doesn't work, this is not on you guys, it's on me, for sure. I know that. I think the most fucked up part of 2025 is that 23andMe went bankrupt. You know what I mean? The second most fucked up part of 2025 is how they plan to get out of bankruptcy. Do you guys know what they were gonna do? They were gonna sell people's DNA to get out of bankruptcy. Did you hear about this? Anybody hear about this? All right, listen. That's a shitty idea. Who the fuck's buying DNA? If they wanted to get out of bankruptcy, they should have hired me. I had a great plan. Because guess what? They should not resort to selling DNA. They should resort to blackmail. Because guess what? They know everything about you and everybody in your family. All right? If I wanted to get out of debt, I could have got them out of debt by Monday. I would have just fired off a bunch of emails before the end of the week. Like, fuck, dude, sure would suck if everyone found out you married your second cousin. All right? But I can keep a secret if you just donate some money, Tyler. You know what I mean? I don't have an ending for that joke yet, so that's all I got. But we're gonna get there together with it. So, you guys, I'll tell you this. I do love doing stand-up comedy. I think everybody who's done stand-up comedy at some point in their life has had a shitty job. I've had some shitty jobs. I've gotten fired from a lot of jobs. I went to college, not for comedy. People always like, what'd you go to college for? I'll tell you the exact thing I went to college. I went to college for professional golf management. That's the right response, I'll be honest. People always ask me, like, where does a golf management degree take you? And I'm like, Reynoldsville. On a Saturday. In the back of a picnic table at a bridal shower that never started. That's exactly where this is taking me. And I used my degree. I worked at a golf course for a little while, and I got fired from the golf course. And I got fired from the golf course. I got fired for hitting a lady with a golf ball. Don't get all judgy, all right? I didn't just punch her. It wasn't just like, hey, look over there. That's also not how I punch, all right? That's not, I don't punch like a cheerleader asking for a letter. I'm like, give me an R, right? That's not how I do it. We were playing golf, all right? She was in front of me. I was behind her. She was down. I know. I love that every time I do something a little feminine, you guys lose your shit. I just want you to know that I was born with these shoulders, all right? I'm very aware. I know I look like I would be easy to birth right now. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't even struggle, all right? We were playing golf. This lady was down over a hill. I never saw her. I hit her right in the head with a golf ball, and I felt real bad, and she was pissed. And I found out why she was so mad. She told me. She's like 2 months ago, I was playing softball, got hit in the head with a softball. And now today, I was playing golf, and you hit me in the head with a golf ball. She said, what should I do? I said, fucking never go bowling.
You were gonna say that. Yeah.
You knew I was gonna say that? That's awesome. You're like a psychic. I like that. That's awesome. You guys have honestly been a lot of fun. I will get out of here. Thanks for coming for the last 6 minutes of the show. I really do appreciate that. The first hour and a half were a struggle without you guys, if I'm being honest. I didn't know. I missed David. David, do you work, David? What do? You what? You sell cell phones? For a company, or is this like a hobby? Huh? What company? Huh? OSL? You're the phone guy at Walmart? That's where drug dealers buy their phones. Is that what you're selling? To fucking, like, they can't trace this one. Oh, you try to get them to buy the ones they can trace? What, do you fucking hate business? Why would you do that? I don't know why everyone keeps getting arrested that I sell phones to. What do? 21? You do framing? Nice. That's a cool job, right? Jesus was a carpenter. Yeah, it was fun. It is fun. Yeah, what's your lady do? You're a stay-at-home mom? You have a kid? Together? On purpose? No, I didn't think so. Wait, was it a purpose? Was it on purpose? Or did like someone be like, fuck, when they found out? You was on purpose? How old's your kid? 4? That makes you... You're 24. All right, so you were fucking up, dude. Let's go. You were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get me a cougar or whatever. She's 3 years older than me. I want to trap her. But what's your kid's name? Huh? Ella. Ever meet a Delilah? He's got one. His kid's named Delilah. You think I have a joke for that? I fucking don't. It's not everything's funny, all right? Not everything's about you guys, all right? Maverick's a cool name. That's your dog's name, though. You should name your kid that. We're almost done here. 7 hours left. Lock the doors. And I will leave you guys with this. People always ask me, like, when did you know you wanted to do comedy? And I can tell you right now, I've wanted to do comedy my whole life. The exact moment of my life that I knew that I would have to do comedy for the rest of my life, I'll share it with you. I got kicked out of an 8th grade sex ed class. And that brought me here tonight. I want you to know that when I say that you should also know that I was in 8th grade. All right? It wasn't last week. I didn't just show up to an 8th grade sex ed class and be like, Denny's, and get out of there. Like, get the fucking... No, I was in 8th grade. My teacher looked at me and she asked me a poorly worded question. She said, Derek, what should you use, or what should you wear to prevent unwanted pregnancies? And I said Crocs. And I stand by that. Reynoldsville, you guys have been so much fun. One more big round of applause for Amanda. One more big round of applause for Trey. One more big round of applause for yourselves. One more big round of applause for the troops. One more big round of applause for Bear Claw. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. You to know, this is a second place trophy that I found.
Man, that was better than I expected, dude, for real.
Way better than I expected that to be. That was awesome. What time is it? It can't
9.
even be late.
Yeah, it's 9.
9 o'clock. Just finished the last set, but now I can just hang out and mingle, right? Yeah. What are you gonna do? If you guys gotta go back to